their blood is more pure to Buchwezi, but they are cleaner. When it comes to Rwanda or Nyarwanda, they are prince and princesses of Buchwezi. So the role they deserted in knowing their God Rurema, it is Rurema haunting them.
He wants them to know the truth.
They need to know the truth. Let me tell you, let me be precise. Uganda, Africa, for having been partitioned in two countries, every country thinks they are dealing with their own problem. But it's not. We need to be one. Katina, I told you, Rurema. Banyarwanda no Murema as Rurema, more than any other tribe. There any personal development. When you discover spirituality in you, nothing belongs to you for you. It belongs to you and for you. When we become spiritual, everything becomes for us. Okay. Your children are not yours. Your money is not yours. Your life is not yours because he created us not as an island, but a people to depend on others. Africa has, Rwanda has a genocide. Uganda has had so many wars there than any East African country.
Uganda has had many wars.
Oh yes, more than any East African country. So the people currently living in a land gazetted called Rwanda, thinking they belong to Rwanda, is their home. No.
These people are in Rwanda.
Yes. And the people now continue to gamba Ugandans. When did Uganda become Uganda? When did Uganda become Uganda? Only 61 years ago. And when did Rwanda become Rwanda? Same area there. Around 61, 60 or 62. So, all this we call ourselves Nyarwanda, those are our own sayings. When? Why? How did the people of Rwanda, how were they called before Rwanda became a republic?
How were they called?
They were Batusi and Bahutu in tribes. Like we say Baganda, but you are in tribes. But all that belongs to us as people. It's not spiritual. And that one does not deny us the fact, or does not protect us from the anger of God or from the past that haunts us. But everyone has their own stakes in Buchwezi. Why did we have to begin with Western Uganda? When we say Western Uganda, also takes Eastern Rwanda, not so Eastern Congo.
And Northern Rwanda.
Yes. We have a route of Buchwezi through Congo to West Africa. You know that?
Yes.
Through Congo, we approach, we go to West Africa, but still all that is Buchwezi. Down here, we go till South Africa, down until North Africa. This is the center. So, there is no problem for Rwanda as a country, but there is a problem of Africa. But now, Africa, for having been partitioned in two countries, every country thinks they are dealing with their own problem, but it's not. We need to be one. Katina, I told you, Rurema. Banyarwanda no Murema as Rurema, more than any other tribe. But look at where they are. How many miles from Masaka to
Rwanda?
Yes. Almost 300, not so?
Yes, true. 300 something.
Kilometers.
Yes, kilometers.
But they left Murema here in Masaka. This is the Murema, the Rurema Banyarwanda talking about.
They're trying to say that actually when Nyarwanda understand the Buchwezi than us here. Because if Rema is theirs.
But also in Angola, we have a king who was once called Rurema. Banyarwanda and Banyankole, they are the same people. Same people. Even in Baganda, but the problem with Buganda, they brought in that Buganda brought so many tribes together to form what they call Buganda. So spiritually, they cannot be together, so they are fighting in the basket.
Okay.
The power, they cannot contain the power. Only, and every tribe has that problem.
Okay.
Yes. So, we have not concluded the question.
Yes.
The reason why that genocide happens is God's anger. The first Nabagambe, I told you, Banyarwanda, Banyankole, Banyoro, Batoro, Bachi, but these people Katabagwam Western, Western Uganda. Their blood is more pure to choice, but they are killing. When it comes to Rwanda, or Banyarwanda, they are princes and princesses of choice. So, the role they deserted in knowing their God Rurema, it is Rurema haunting them.
He wants them to know the truth.
They need to know the truth. Let me tell you, let me be precise. Had they known, or any of the African presidents know, it's the presidency now, those people living in their countries, to come before God, or their God. It would be the kings, but then because now we have republics, it's the presidents leading countries.
Yes.
They are, God needs presidents more than he needs kings.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the presidents now to come in for their countries, or even invite us for that cause, that we need to do this for our countries. It is now the president to stop. Every African president has a responsibility to stop every curse, every problem that is going on in their own countries.
As long as the president accepts.
That's it.
The same
if they do not accept, the real problems will be revolving, coming over again and again.
So you believe this is why Congo has not rested for many years? Every other time there is a coup here.
Until the truth comes out. Something spiritual does not happen with force or energy. It doesn't need energy. It only needs belief. Katino Olava, the so-called rebels are not rebels in spirit. They are rebels for you humans, but not in spirit. You may think God is angry with them, but Kumbe he's angry with you better than he's angry with them, the so-called rebels, because God uses them to open your eyes and broaden your minds.
I get you.
They provoke you to cut it. You people, in all books we read, the so-called holy books, there is nowhere God is condemning Satan for tempting his people. But God condemns all people who are tempted by Satan. Yes. Satan has no problem with God. Because some say we reign from heaven, that's a lie. If Satan wasn't on earth, then we wouldn't know God. It is the purpose of Satan to remind us of God. Whenever we go astray, God sends him to us, and he provokes us into a reawakening, to going back to God. Okay. So, there are no problems. And no guns are going to bring peace to Africa.
Because the guns are not ours even.
Until it is our task as Africans to raise up in spirit and in knowing who we are, developing our own. And by the way, all the systems, political, international, what, we cannot beat any system which is foreign here. But we can beat any system using our system here. The choice. And by the way, it's going to be more stubborn because the kids now, the young ones, are going to be very violent. That's why we have to be. It is not a joke. Everyone listening and seeing me out there, this is not a joke.
Okay.
This is a very serious thing. Africa has to wake up. Africa has to stand on its feet and follow its destiny.
Okay.
Because God is here. We talk. Nobody has ever seen God here. Christ too lived, but he only spoke the words of God.
Okay.
He was not God.
Okay.
Nabi Muhammad lived here, spoke the words of God because he was not. We are also talking and airing out the facts and the words of God.
Now, these people came here and convince and confuse our children.
Which people?
The white, I mean.
They didn't. They didn't. White, there is no wrong for whites here. In any person from outside Africa, for Africa's reasons. No. No, we did wrong.
Okay.
And God is condemning us.
Okay. Now, this information to get to its way to these generations that are coming, it needs like a gathering or centers of education. Teach these young kids and children that Africa is yours when we rise up and spiritually condemn that is our Africa.
Yeah,
we need schools.
We need schools, but still, before we even build the school, we need schools, and we are going to start one in Kamwenje, Butam. We are going to start primary.
Okay.
Nursery primary. Yeah, but before we even build our own, headmasters, directors of schools, people have to wake up. And where are they? Makerere, one season for graduating, they can graduate like how many? 3,000.
Yes,
over 20,000.
20,000.
Where are they going? Where are they going? Look at Nigeria. Has the most educated people in Africa. Where are they? Yes, we need education, which people are they should study, but we need a spiritual guidance. You know why? In every person there is God. God is going to use that person for a wrong purpose. To show his might in you. He's going to demean you. He's going to do you anything. To demoralize you until Kati. One family 50 years ago had 70 people. Today it has 300 people. But with 300 people, not even 10 people are successful. Where are we going?
They're all there yearning for greatness. They don't see it because there's no truth.
And that's why now, we see domestic violence, women now killing men. By the way, it's so rampant.
Okay. Let us understand, because spirituality is becoming a very big topic in this issue of Obuchwezi. What's the difference between religion, spirituality, and personal development?
Religion is spirituality
and personal development.
Is there any personal development? When you discover spirituality in you, nothing belongs to you for you. It belongs to you and for you. When we become spiritual, everything becomes for us. Okay. Your children are not yours. Your money is not yours. Your life is not yours, because he created us not as an island, but a people to depend on others for others.
Repeat. People depend
on. We are not created to be islands, like to be selfish. Or until we can sustain ourselves, we have to depend on others. That's why he created the man first. He saw it insufficient. He brought a woman to help a man to depend on a woman, and a woman to depend on a man. So in spirituality, we go back to own the whole continent.
Okay.
But you know why? Today we are in religions. If the president is a Protestant, it is a Protestant style. If he's a Muslim, the Muslim style. If a Catholic, it was there. But in spirit, he belongs to us all. And
Yes.
we belong to him all. So there is a guidance.
Okay.
There is a sense of humor that God will bring into us. Today, you see today, a ring is no longer mattering. Someone having a ring married is no longer what? Prostitution all over. But it's adultery. Theft. Everyone has lost. Greed has eaten up all people. You cannot trust a judge, you cannot trust a lawyer, you cannot trust who. Then what is this country we are living in? And who is going to rescue the country?
Okay.
Whoever, let me tell you something. If someone eats my money in a wrong manner, like he took something of mine forcefully or wrongfully, he will have to pay back for it.
With the time.
With the time. Today, good is here. Do wrong, you'll get. It's going to show it to you there and there.
Do you have a specific time that it will turn back against you? Do you have a
that
specific
is
time?
in God's own hands.
Okay.
Yeah, that's always in God's hand. But just know whenever you do bad, you will pay for it.
Okay.
And there is a soul to tell you what you're doing is not good. You're going to hurt our children. Don't do it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the only thing that can rescue us now.
I get it. We are still about spirituality. This one says he's not a Christian and he doesn't believe in religion. He only knows that spirituality is the only way the Creator put him, not religion. His question goes to those who say that they left Batrezi and joined Christianity. Did they even receive a revelation about Batrezi, telling them that they have left them?
Yes. When God is speaking, he doesn't know what you call yourself the time he's speaking. He's speaking to a person he created. And in you, by the way, you're not the first and last in your line. There are so many who lived before you. And you, we the living, are not in control of our life, by the way. Did you know that? We are controlled by the souls of those who lived before us. And where do you think problems come from? Problems come to our lives when we think of ourselves only and not think of the person behind us. So what they do, you say, I want to go to America to study, but they see the family you are living is going to have so many problems without you. The spirituality connects with the where you are going, and it tells them this person needs to come over, but we will not allow him. Or we are going to let him come, but we will not have peace there, and make sure you also there. Don't give him peace at all. So when you live there, you go there, you have problems until you come back. Me, I was given a scholarship in 1997. I was supposed to join Johns Hopkins University in Pittsburgh, Maryland.
Yes, the US.
The US. But someone hid my papers. I did not go. The school collapsed. God, for his bad deed or bad heart, God, I'm punishing. But he also did something to stop me from going there, because God needed me. This is what I was supposed to do. And for this, also our family is paying. We began telling them when we are still young, at the age of 17, 1994. We started saying,